with Ramakant Gaur about how this tape is likely to be perceived. A, the legal validity, if a government certified or government owned forensic laboratory were to reach the same kind of conclusions as the team at the Brilliant Forensic Investigation Private Limited that India Today worked with, what according to you would be the legal ramifications for this case in terms of what the various witnesses have been saying when squared and contrasted with what Sushant Singh Rajput is saying himself?
It is inferring about the facts. It may constitute as an evidence if CFSL or any other CBI's FSL proves it authenticity. Some parts are very important to notice and understand that insecurity is apparent on the record. Insecurity is to the extent that a person is talking about from Maserati to Innova. He's admitting his own mental health issues, bipolar disorder and others. He's not sure about his acting career. He's talking about taking retirement. He's talking about exploring the possibilities of Sushant's money being managed by some people or by himself. There is Ria's conversation also that she's talking about if I am not there and somebody else is there after a few months, then it is Sushant who owns and takes decision. It is also talking about the mental health of Sushant Singh Rajput. It is talking about his own admission that he talked to the doctor about his disease and the career around 2 months back, say sometimes in October, November 2019. He is also talking about being on medication. So all these things implies that his mental health was not appropriate. It is coupled with the fact that certain doctors have come forward and discussed about the issue. Now, whether that is ethical or not, I leave it apart. But as a matter of fact, there was a person who was suffering from mental health issues. Let's acknowledge and respect that. That has also, other side.
Aniket Nigam, you've been looking at it from a very different perspective. Share with our viewers your key takeaways and the kind of concerns you have on the back of this audio conversation, which we just played out. The conversation runs for about 37 minutes. We picked out key portions, played those out, had them forensically validated, and they give the sharpest insights, the deepest insights I've seen so far in this entire investigation into what was actually going on in the mind of Sushant Singh Rajput.
Rahul, let me tell you, we all are aware that this case is based upon circumstantial evidence. Now, in any case that is based upon circumstantial evidence, what is important is conduct of the accused, conduct of the victim at the time of incident and immediately prior to the incident. Now, this conversation that you have played out for your viewers has taken place in January 2020. The incident has taken place in June 14th of June 2020, which means 6 months after this recorded conversation. Now, Ria Chakravarti, in an exclusive interview that was given to your channel, she had stated on air that Sushant Singh Rajput was scouting for roles. In fact, in March or February, he had got a role for which he was going to get remuneration of 15 crores. Now, this is contrary to what is seen in this conversation where he's trying to sell off his assets, trying to get into a retired mode of life. But in February and March, there is a change of events and he's seen to be actively involved in scouting roles. In fact, he got a role for which he was going to get a hefty remuneration. Apart from that, in February, there was a complaint made by family of Sushant to Mumbai police on WhatsApp, where they had expressed apprehensions about Ria Chakravarti and expressed apprehensions about the life of Sushant Singh Rajput. So merely there was this conversation in January 2020 where he seemed to be normally discussing what he intends to do in life. It's not a reflection of what must have happened in June 2020. Let's not forget the fact that Sushant Singh Rajput was also maintaining a diary where he was writing his life goals, mentioning the things that he wants to do in life, and he seemed to be an ambitious man. Apart from that, when I come to this recorded conversation, in any recorded conversation to be proven in courts of law, it is essential for a spectrography test. Now, this spectrography test is a very scientific process. We do not know who recorded this conversation. Perhaps you may know and you may not even disclose it, which is fair on your part. But then this recorded conversation has to be saved in a proper format and when it is given to expert, it has to be transferred in a proper format. We do not know whether this linkage was preserved. We do not know, there is no possibility of this linkage being tampered with. And therefore, when this conversation is there, let's take it for a moment that it is true. The investigating agencies will have to take a holistic view, because this conversation is not of June 2020. This conversation is 6 months prior to the death of Sushant Singh Rajput, and much water was flown under the bridge after this conversation, and we do not know how his state of mind was thereafter.
Okay, sure. So you make important points, and I concede every one of those to you. The fact that